Is Harry Rucky, or Ashypelt, a female hero or a heroine? That's the sort of question you can ask and answer by comparing these two different journeys and then make an analysis of why that matters. So here is Harry Rucky, Ashypelt, on the hero's journey. This is based on Vogler's steps. First, she's in the ordinary world, her parents' home. There's a call to adventure. Her sisters say, we're going to go find work, and she follows. We don't see Ashypelt refusing the call, but her answer to the call is repeatedly refused when the sisters are opposing her on that journey again and again and again. And she stubbornly continues on, knowing that she's going to be their protector. Finding a mentor, we don't see that at all. The only mentor that Harry Ashypelt seems to have is within herself. Threshold. There's a threshold at the beginning of the journey. And we could say each step where the sisters oppose her is a kind of threshold coming up out of the earth, out from under the haystack. All of these are rebirths in a sense. But perhaps the most obvious threshold, it's a threshold she initially can't cross when she's tied to it, is the threshold of the giant's house. And that threshold, when she finally does cross it and save her sisters, is the beginning of a new life. Another threshold that we see is that river that the witch can't cross. So this is something, this crossing of thresholds, that reappears throughout. Test, allies, enemies, threat of the witch, threat of the ogre, the giant, the approach, the ordeal, the reward, all of these things are a rinse and repeat, right? She goes through these again and again. But the road back, which, she has several times because she keeps returning to the king with these objects, perhaps the most significant one is the one where she gets over the river and we believe that it's implied that the river destroys the witch, that this road back is the final redemptive road. With their resurrection, is her resurrection when she comes out from under the haystack? When she comes out from the potato field where she's been buried? Is it where she finally has to be trapped by the witch and emerge from that sack alive and get over the river? Or is it perhaps that final fire, where she comes out of that like a phoenix almost reborn? And then the return with the elixir. All of these magical objects, I think, could very easily fit within the definition of an elixir, because the implication is they are needed for the governance of this nation, a governance that has been denied to this nation up until now, and that she is restoring this rule. So, how do you feel about Ashypelt? Where does she fit best? Is she a female hero or a female heroine? And why does that matter? That is where we would get to analysis, which we're doing next.